hustle. Look, let's put some money up, you can't make mine stop. I'm hot, nigga, like a pistol off the dime block. Before you change lanes, you should check your blind spot. Cause I'll be right there waiting like a bike cop with my non-cock. And I'm so hot, all a nigga really need is just one shot. To the dome, you be gone and it's no more. I could kill him going faster with the slow flow. However you want it, I got it in for the low. Come get it, I got it, you got it good, nigga, go. I hustle, I bang, I do it all for the dough. It's all for the dough.
What's going on, All for the Doe show? And we still, trying to weigh in on this topic about the cop shooting the black guy in the back of the head. So right now I have Precious. Precious, what's your thought on it? What you think?
Personally, I didn't see it. So I just think it's crazy.
So you don't know, so do you, well, I'm pretty sure you don't think anything is justified getting shot in the head at all. So tell me your thoughts, Dan.
My thoughts, I think it's bizarre. I think it's crazy that the cop can shoot another person in the head without a warning. Or, I just think that's...
Do you think he was a dirty cop, or do you think he was maybe scared for his life?
No.
You don't think he was scared for his life?
I just think that was a cricket cop.
I figure he can kill a black kid, and he got a motive where we wrestled.
Right.
He took my taser, and I'm a shooter. But that we just found out that when the boy grabbed the tasers, it was later on when he decided to shoot the guy. So that was a guy earlier said when he grabbed his tasers, then that probably would have been time if he wanted to shoot him. But he didn't. I just feel he could have gave a warning shot. He could have shot him in the leg, could have shot him in the arm,
Right.
shot in the air, both legs, something different. He was on his back, he could have pistol whipped him. Beat the hell out of him with the gun. Put him in a chokehold. Anything could have happened other than what happened. So you have anything else to say about it? No? So what do you think about, can you be friends with your ex while you start a new relationship?
I'm kind of in that situation now. But I'm not dating nobody, but me and my ex, we still kind of communicating or whatever. Because we have a child together. We have a small child.
That's different. I think that's kind of different, right?
Yeah. I mean, but we ain't in the same household, like.
But y'all friends.
Yeah. But it's like.
Well, I wouldn't consider that being friends because y'all have a child together, so y'all will still have to communicate.
We used to date. Since 2010 to 2017, we was dating.
After the baby.
Yeah.
So after y'all broke up, then y'all start dating again.
We had a baby, and then we just remained friends after that.
Okay. Well, that's different because y'all got a child together.
Yeah.
I think it's like with the younger people, they were saying no. And then the older people was like, over time you can. But I feel an ex is an ex for a reason. But in your situation, just like I said, it's different when you have kids. So you don't look at that as being a friend. You look at that as a parent. We trying to co-parent and raise this son or daughter the right way. But that leads to my next episode I'm doing. Where's the disconnect between the young and the old? You know what I mean? As far as, because you got some kids that's disrespectful. I remember times growing up when we walked to the door and it was an elder or a woman, period, we would open that door for them and let them go through there and we'll go through. There was times where, well, rap wasn't as sexy as it is now. But even if you play NWA and your grandma or elder walked in the room, you cut it down because you got cussing in it. Now they just blasting it. Now they showing boobies all over the place. Now they doing TikToks with the kids doing the little booty dances, which I feel certain dances is for kids, certain dances ain't for the kids. But everybody think is funny and feel that the kids, oh, they killing it. No, because there's predators out there that's looking at them little girls different. They're not looking at the little girls like, oh yeah, she killing it. Look, so when the little girl pop her butt, the predators is looking at that. So what's your take on that?
Me personally, I used to let my son be on TikTok, but when I started seeing things take a turn for the worse on TikTok, meaning a lot of adults get on TikTok, then that's when I said, well, he ain't allowed to get on that. And then now he's into the games real heavy, and the game has taken a turn for the worse, meaning adults can join and the adults can portray themselves to be little
teenagers,
kids.
yeah.
And I'm just not okay with that. You know, an adult wanting to be a kid, like you lived your kid life, now live your adult life. So,
well, on the game that's different, because I used to play the game and like I used to love playing rec on 2K. You do get old people in there and you get young people in there, so that way I think that's hard to monitor, you know, that way. Now if an adult trying to conversate with the kid when it should be no conversations with that kid at all, even about nothing, you know what I'm saying? I think as adults, we need to get back to being adults and treating kids like kids, treating teenagers like teenagers. And back in my days, adults didn't play with kids unless we was doing some sports or something like that. But adult conversated with adult, kid played with a kid. And when we having the party, well, when my parents was having a party or get together, kids was not allowed in the same room they was in. You go in that room and you gonna stay in that room. I'll bring you what you need. So the parents that's smoking around the kids, drinking around the kids, we wasn't allowed to be at they called those adult parties.
Yeah.
We wasn't allowed to be at no adult parties.
Yeah, my kids ain't never seen me drink, ain't never seen me smoke.
Even though you're a heavy smoker and drinker,
No,
right?
I'm a heavy drinker.
I'm joking with you. I just happened to say it. Because that's what they say on the shows when they try to get the good stuff out of people. So you saying you was a recovering alcoholic and smoke 10 pounds of bud every day. That Snoop Dogg shit, I get it. No. No, but I mean, back in the days it was different then. And it could be because of the internet.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, for sure. It's definitely the internet. The songs.
Yeah, the songs are outrageous. I mean, back in the days, you could not call a female a B. It was a problem.
Yeah.
And sometimes them girls, if you call them a B, they be like, who you calling a B? If they didn't have their brothers or their cousins come check you, she was gonna fight you. And the girls back in the days fought a lot better than the girls they fight today. Back in the day, girls used to fight like dudes.
Yeah, and back in the day, people used to fight. They don't even fight no more. They shoot.
Yeah, they shoot.
So
I think the shooting came from because you got a bunch of cowards that's really scared to throw them hands.
Yeah.
And you know, if you feel that you can't beat that guy in your hands, then you want to go grab something. But back in the days, your parent did say, if you can't beat him, you go grab something to beat the shit out of him with it.
For sure.
But they ain't say shoot, but they said beat the shit out of him.
Right.
You know?
No, I get where you coming from with that.
But times is changed.
It definitely is.
It changed a lot.
It's scary because my daughter has to grow up in this world.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna always be here, but I do want her brother to protect her. Yeah, it's just crazy to fathom that I won't be here and they will be here.
Yeah. And like I said, you got, as having a little girl, you got a lot to watch out for.
Yes.
You got to watch out for dudes that's trying to get with her, old men that's trying to flirt with her. It's so much kidnapping. Kidnapping is out of that. I think back in the days we had kidnapping, but it's more like taking them down.
Yeah, we went to not to jump off topic, but we went to Sam's Club.
Yeah.
And my daughter maybe was a month, and this Caucasian woman walked up to us and asked me, was I selling her? and she didn't smile. She looked like she looked like, are you selling her? And I was like, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and my sister was.
That's when you should have hit her with one of these.
That's what my sister said.
Hell
Like,
yeah,
you should have hit
bitch.
her. And I was like, no, but she was.
Yeah, but you didn't want to catch no case,
Yeah.
though.
And I was like, the look on her face, like, she looked serious.
You know, but with me, I stand-up comedy, I'd be like, yeah, give me $1 million. You got $1 million? Give me $1 million. You can add it, little motherfucker.
Yeah, that was.
You go give me $1 million, you about to get robbed. Yeah, and that's crazy that she would even come up and ask you, are you selling her?
I mean, she was a ways from us. Like, I thought she was coming to get something, but she didn't. And
she made a beeline right to you and said, are you selling her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't smile, and thought it was a joke.
But they say people, I ain't gonna say everybody, because I know Shaquille O'Neal got money. He one of the funniest, coolest dudes ever. Charles Bark. A lot of people that got money, Rick Ross, the people that got money, they, some of them are cool, but you got some of them that's got money that's just assholes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To feel that I got money, I can do what I want, I can buy what I want, I can say what I want. Ain't shit you can do about it. Right. And that'd be a problem. That's disrespectful. Because you feel you got more money than me, and you think you can say what you want to say. Your money gonna get your ass whooped. But it's just but we almost to your destination. So you want to give a shout out to anybody? Say hi to anybody?
Shout out to my sisters, Aisha and Deja, Tanasia. And
your sisters? Shasia, Deja, and Tanasia? They all got the shit in it. Your mama thinks she's slick.
her name is Kim.
Oh, that's fucked up. Got Hasia, Shasia, Shanasia. Nah, name her Kim. She fucking different. Name her Kim.
Follow me on TikTok.
Yeah, follow Kim on TikTok.
No, Precious on TikTok.
Okay, well, Precious. It still ain't got the shit in it, so ain't gonna change nothing. You want to give me your
My TikTok?
Yeah.
It's Precious Cheney.
You want to spell it for him too?
Precious, PRECIOUS, Cheney, CHANEY. I'm looking forward to y'all following me.
So what do you do? You do anything on your TikToks?
I do a lot. Get ready with me. Cooking videos.
Oh, okay.
Hair tutorials.
All right, there y'all go. Follow her. So on 3, we're gonna say all for the dough. 1, 2, 3, all for the dough.